Hey everybody, just making this little video of the door that I made for my grand library. I'll link to that video of the grand library, my live stream, in the description. But the door's pretty simple, and like everything in this game, you can customize it to whichever pieces you have and how large you want it. So, here we go. First thing you want to use is a free spinning wheel, free spinning swivel. Place it down. And what I like to do is, because this is a door, I'll put down floor pieces. Let's just use whatever. Right. One pip. Oops. So obviously. Obviously this is like not very equal, but you get the idea. When you put a floor on the bottom, it reduces the amount of space between the bottom of the floor and the bottom of the door and the floor. The bottom of the door and to the top of the floor. Oh my goodness. Woo. Right. So, for my door, what I used were all of these pieces here. So I started with the Daily Bugle, Bow Arts Wall. Right, just and then I switched to the Friendly Neighborhood Red Brick Wall. Can't really snap that in place, so you're gonna have to nudge it so that's it's level like that. And then was it this one? Yep. Oops. So that was the Friendly Neighborhood Apartment Wall corner left. And then for the other side, corner wall right. So you get the brick pattern, just like that. After that piece, I used the Daily Bugle, Bow Arts Wall number 3. Was it number 3? I don't think it was number 3. It looks a little wide, actually. I thought I had all the pieces. That looks a little wide. Was it? Or was it 2? Either way, you can use both pieces, either piece. Let's just stick with that one for now. And then after that, I used a Rebel Survival piece, the Rebel Castle Corner. And then I switched over to the Majestic Manors Carved Wall, which is that night lovely piece. And then back to the Rebel wall, and you flip it, right? So you can see how it's the pipes are out away from the Night Castle piece. Right. Now we're just basically copying the pattern right to left. And then we go back to the friendly neighborhood wall corner. And the friendly neighborhood red brick wall number 1. Another friendly neighborhood apartment wall corner left. So that's kind of the base of it. So from here, you can just build up. Is that where it's supposed to be? I don't think so. Is it? Oh, it is. Okay. Haha. You don't have to go 3 walls high, right? You can always do whatever your build requires. And the trick, well, I don't know if it's a trick, it's just an observation. A lot of pieces in the various sets have similar colors. Like they share the colors. Okay, so that's the weight of the door going on the swivel, but so far I haven't had an issue with that. So you can kind of ignore that. But as I was saying, even though I'm using pieces from all kinds of different sets, they share a color palette, right? Not all sets share a color palette, but quite often you can find 3 or 4 sets that have similarity in color. So don't be afraid to play with that, right? I've got Friendly Neighborhood, I've got Majestic Manor, and I got Star Wars. So, yeah. So from here, I would... Oh, gotta do these back ones here. Oops. This one. Wait, what am I doing here? Come on. There we go. So from here, I would put on the thrusters to open the door. Now, because the door is pretty large and I didn't want it flailing open, the trick is to put thrusters closer to the point of pivot, the pivot point, right, which is the swivel is the pivot point, right? But I still needed to, oh, come on. I still needed to put one thruster on the outside far away from the pivot because it was going really slow with just the two by the pivot. Okay, so what we want to do here, let's put down the the activation switch. Right. Because I got to connect it. It's got to be all connected. And I need my wrench. So that would push the door towards me. So this is going to be, this would close the door. So this is going to be channel 2. Channel 2. Channel 2. Now, to build the other side, to get the thrusters on the other side of the wall, we still got to build the other side of the wall. The door, sorry. The door. Building the door. I don't want to go sideways. I'm going to have to sleep through the night in a minute here. All right. So to get the thrusters on the other side of this wall, I got rid of those. And because I need more light, we are going to see how far I can get. Illuminator charm. Actually, because that should do the trick. This gets a little tight, but just nudge the thruster where you need it. So that's underneath. Come on. That's underneath. Nope. There we go. Come on. There we go. And these are going to open the door. So these are going to be on channel 1. So as you can see, what I meant by the floor pieces, there's very little gap. That's the smallest gap as you're going to get between the bottom of the door and the floor using the swivel. So, oh, I should probably, there we go. So that's actually going to be channel 1, and make that one channel 2. So to see that it works, doors open, door close. Sweet. So originally when I made the door, I had the night wall piece going straight through down the bottom here. However, I felt like being a little creative, and I changed up the center. Right, I used the rough Gainsborough Friendly Neighborhoods set. Come on. Okay, where are we? Get a little closer. Actually, I'm gonna sleep through the night. I want more daylight here. Get rested. Sweet. All right. So we're gonna leave the illuminator charm on. All right. So, right, I'm using the Gainsborough. Use whatever color matches your theme, of course. So where are we? Where is this? 1, 2, 3, 4. There we go. Oh, I gotta love that sound. All right. So this is like a platform to put the llama head on. But we don't want the inside of the door to be seen. So, it's not here. We gotta find it. Where is it? We are going to put in the Lion Knight's castle wall, and it will fit in here quite nicely. There we go. And then to block off the top, we're just going to use the Friendly Neighborhood floor again. There we go. There we go. So it's like a little passageway. However, we don't actually want it to be a passageway because it's a door, so it still has to be blocked off. So the outside wall doesn't work, so we'd be using the inside wall. I almost kind of forgot that, actually. Outside wall. Because the outside walls are slightly taller than the inside walls, even though they show the same dimensions. And there it is. Lion Knight's Castle, interior wall piece. So you can check the lines, right? So you can see up there's like 1, 2, 3. And there's 1, 2, 3. So that's the door. And now we're just going to put on the little llama statue, which probably isn't there. All right. Where are you, llama statue? There we are. Come on. And I love that. And cannot forget to block off the top. Again, going to be using the Gainsborough floor because it's a nice rough Gainsborough floor, Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man, because it's a solid color, right? And there's your door. Grand Library door. Open. Close. One other little thing I am going to show you. Let's just put this here. So let's close this door a little further. So you want something to stop the door when you're closing it. And what I did for my library was I put down a small floor piece, just like that. So that when you close it, it stops it. You want to put this little floor piece down after you've built your door, and you want to put it down when the door is not touching. Because if you put this down and it's touching the door, the swivel won't work. It's like it's attached. Even that little bit of touch even though it doesn't look like it's touching, it's touching. That lovely invisible barrier on these pieces is sometimes a little tricky to get it to keep in mind. But yeah, there it is. So I use Spider-Man pieces, Gainsborough pieces, right? Friendly Neighborhood pieces. I use Daily Bugle pieces. I use Majestic Manor pieces. And come on, well, where are you? And Majestic Manor pieces. And Rebel Survival pieces. Right? So there it is. A big library door. Hope you enjoyed this little video. My first little tutorial on how to build a door. And as always, have fun playing your games, and see you in the next one.